I don't want to say pornography ruined my life because I'm still alive here breathing. I don't want to say it ruined my life, but it did have a negative impact on my life, all right? I started watching pornography. I started watching like it on my own at the age of like 13 years old. I was first exposed to pornography when me and my curious ass brother, we had a closet in our bedroom. It's like 3 levels to the closet in our bedroom. You got the bottom level that's for your shoes, and there's like a little hatch that opens and closes. And then you got the middle level where you hang your shit up, right, on the hanger. And then you got a top level that was really tall, like it was all the way up to the ceiling. It was a tall closet. And it was a hatch that opens up and down like that. And out of all of the years that we was living in this house with my mom and my dad and my sister, me and my brother, we never ever went up there in the cabinet. For one, we couldn't reach it. And for two, we weren't interested in what was up there. You know what I'm saying? In our mind, it was probably spiders and all kind of creepy critters up there that we didn't want to have shit to do with. So we left it alone, but we got curious, all right? We had a bunk bed in the bedroom, and I always had the top bunk. And I got the bright idea to get a fucking broom one day. And I took the broomstick and I reached it all the way over to the little hatch, the top hatch of the closet. And I lifted it up, and then it slipped. The hatch slipped off the broom, and then it slammed shut. Bam. But I saw shit in there. I saw a stack of books. I thought it was books, but it was a stack of magazines. So I told my brother about it. I lifted it up again. We saw it. We like, oh shit, we want to know what that is. You feel what I'm saying? So it took us like 2 days to get in that thing because we couldn't reach it. And it was hard to get whatever it was out of there. But eventually we climbed up the damn closet. I was holding the hatch open. My brother, his little ass, he climbed up the closet. He reached inside and he grabbed the magazines out. He grabbed one out of the like maybe 7 or 8 magazines that was in there. And lo and behold, it was porn magazines. I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. My brother didn't know what the fuck he was looking at. But we didn't want to get in trouble, so what we did was we tore pages out of it because whatever it was, we knew we was looking at something that you don't get to look at every goddamn day. You feel what I'm saying? As a young kid, you don't get to see this every day. Oh, this woman ain't got nothing on. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of had my curiosity gears turning. So we ripped pages out of it. I think I ripped 2 or 3 pages out of it, and I put it in my pillowcase. And we put the magazine back, right? My dad, I don't think he ever found out we found his little stash, but now I have my first experience, my first encounter with pornography, titillating images, all right? Still don't know what we're looking at, so we licking the fucking pages and shit. Like, it was some weird, we was on some weird shit, man. You know, we knew what we was looking at, but we didn't know what it was about. You feel what I'm saying? And shortly after that, I remember one night I was up late, creeping in my bedroom, and my mom and dad, they watched porn. This was back when they had the VHS tapes, the little fat ass tapes that you put in the TV. You know what I'm saying? They had a built-in VCR type deal at the bottom of the TV. For all of my older guys, y'all know what I'm talking about. This was before flat screens, okay? Well, my mom and my dad, they still had a pornography video, a porn video playing. And my mom, they had the bedroom door shut, but they didn't have a doorknob. So what they tried to do was they stuffed a pillowcase or a towel or some shit in the doorknob to, block anybody from looking inside. Well, my curious ass, I poked that bitch out. And lo and behold, my first time seeing the actions of sex was on that TV. It was a white lady having sex on a motorcycle. I'll never forget that. That's the very first porn video I ever saw. The first porn images I ever saw was the magazines that me and my brother found up in the closet. All right, so now I've been exposed to pornography. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming my mom and my dad. You know what I'm saying? It was my curious ass, and I was gonna come across it eventually, but I came across it at an early age. Like I said, I think I was like 8, 9, maybe 10. All right, at this time, I started watching it on my own at the age of 12 or 13 or something like that, and I started masturbating to pornography at like 14 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I bust my first nut at 14. I'll never forget that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't even get that, that feeling you get when you bust. I didn't get that feeling because I didn't know what was going on. But, as time passed and as I practiced and as I watched more and more pornography, you know what I'm saying? I became a jack-off pro, a whack my wee-wee professional. You feel what I'm saying? And from that point all the way up until a few months back, I had been watching porn just about every day. Jacking off just about every day. 1 to 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And we all know what pornography does to your willpower. It destroys your willpower, and it has a lot of other negative health effects on your body when you overindulge in it. I'm not saying that you're gonna, have issues if you bust a nut, but if you're continuously doing this over and over and over again, you can't get shit done because you're zapping your willpower. And that's what I was doing throughout all my teenage years. And now that I think about it, that's one of the reasons why I got labeled ADHD in fucking school. I was on the ADHD pills for a little while because I couldn't concentrate. I was always tired. Why? Because I'm busting nuts every chance I get. I remember I used to whack off in the bathroom at school, in the fucking computer lab. I'm just coming to you guys straight. All right, I'm giving you guys my raw story. I'm not leaving anything out. I'm putting myself on Front Street. All right. And hopefully some of you guys can relate and, you'll feel better about the situation because you ain't the only fucking one. But, yeah, I was jacking off in the goddamn, whacking my wee-wee in the computer lab at school every chance I got. You know what I'm saying? In school, they got the little block, the child lock thing on the internet. Well, I'm finding all of the proxy websites so I can just get through and see some ass, titties, and pussy. And I was just a fiend. I was addicted at a very early age. And it ruined my experience, my learning experience in school because I didn't have any willpower. I didn't have any drive to learn the things that I was supposed to learn in my classes. I was always shitty in class. I always had, what I'm saying? I didn't never want to go up to the board. I didn't want to do my work. I never did my homework. I was just sorry because I was killing my willpower by watching pornography all the time. And if you a college student, one of my college guys that's on here, and you keep jacking off and shit like that, come on, man, and you wondering why you don't feel like studying or you can't get through a test or an online test or whatever the case may be, look, man, you know what you're doing. Go look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the truth and stop doing whatever it is the fuck that you're doing to get in your own way. When you watch porn and you indulge in sex expression too much, guys, you are getting in your own way. Yeah, it feels good. I know it does. All right? It feels fucking great. But you know the feeling that you get after the fact. Yeah, that 10-second nut feels wonderful. It's one of the greatest pleasures that you can have in this human experience. Right along with other things, but sex expression is one of the greatest things. You know what I'm saying? It is. It is. But when you overindulge in it, you cloud your thinking process. You zap willpower. You don't want to do anything. It makes you lazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's just facts. It is what it is. So when you get that 10-second dope, that nut and that dopamine go off and you get that instant gratification, yeah, it feels good for 10 seconds. But is it worth feeling like shit afterwards? You got to think about what you're doing, fellas. You got to start making actions that you can have long-term self-respect for later on down the line. Delay the instant gratification. Close the Safari. Matter of fact, go into Safari, go to your browser history, and delete all that shit. You don't need it. Yeah, I'm talking to my single guys too. Quit acting like a crackhead. You don't need the fucking drugs. You don't need the nut. Yeah, I know it feels good and it may get rid of a little stress, but it makes you suffer long term, especially if you overindulge in it. I'm not telling you not to get one off, but you don't want to do it every day. And if you really want great things out of life, it requires great sacrifice. And getting away from women for a year, or just not touching yourself for a year so you can get to where you want to be, that may be necessary. Now, to all my guys that don't want much out of life, you ain't got that much to sacrifice. All right? But if you don't want to sacrifice much and you don't want to have much in life, you don't need to be watching my fucking YouTube channel anyway. All right, guys? Look, I'm here to help. If you want me to help you out, feel free to email me. My email is in the description, okay? And real quick, let me finish telling you guys my story all the way up until my adult life dealing with porn, all right? But if you need my help, feel free to check me out. Check out ways to contact me in the description box. But yeah, jacking off in school, shit like that. And then I got into my adult life, all right? And it affected me sexually when it came to being sexual with an actual woman. It ruined my interaction with women, because when you watch all of these porn videos and look at all these erotic, titillating images on your phone or your computer, it fucks up your expectations, all right? You're looking at all these perfect titties, all this perfect ass, all of this stuff, and when you get in front of reality, right, we all know that in reality, women have stretch marks everywhere, saggy titties, big titties, got a little stomach and ass, and I love it. But that's reality. When you get in front of reality, now you're not as aroused. And I was in that position with my first girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I had a floppy cock. You know what I'm saying? My dick wasn't, the only thing it was useful for back when I was watching too much porn was to keep the dust out of my ass crack. That's it, a flap. That's all it was. Because I was getting off in private, watching too much porn. Now I don't have any energy and I'm not aroused by my actual woman. So to all my guys that's married in relationships, all right, all of my purple pill guys, hey, cut the porn out. If you want to blow your woman's mind, if you want to just take her out of this planet, you want to snatch her soul, you got to delete the porn. Build up that sexual tension, that sexual energy, so when it's time to put it down in the bedroom, you break all the goddamn legs on the bed, all right? You make it where she can't stand up. My girl, the woman that I have in my life, she stumbles trying to get up. Why? Because I dropped the porn. I harness that energy, and when it's time to lay it down in the bedroom, I am a complete beast. And if you want to be a complete beast, you want to stop the thing that you think you may have called ED. You may not even have ED. It's called psychological incompetence, all right? And you are draining yourself watching porn, and you are ruining your expectations when it comes to women. You're watching all of this shit, and when the reality comes in front of you, you like, all right, we can do something, but in about a minute, my shit gonna go soft. Do you want to be that type of guy? I didn't think so. So if you want to fix this shit, guys, stop watching pornography. All right, guys, that's my story on my experience with pornography and how it affected my life. All negative things, man. It's nothing good. Nothing comes out of watching porn good. Nothing good comes out of it, okay, fellas? So cut it out. Fuck what you heard. People saying that it's perfectly normal. No, it's not, all right? If you watching this video and you got a bunch of pimples on your face, you know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of acne and all this shit. You can't figure out why it won't go away. You keep busting your nutrients out. Now your body, it can't repair itself to a cellular level. Why? Because you keep blasting all of your iron out. Come on, fellas, all of your zinc out. Come on, guys, we gotta do better. All right, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys can catch me and all of my new videos when they come out. Got a new video coming out tomorrow, all right, fellas? And if you want me to coach you, I have an emergency coaching consultation deal going on right now. Check it out in the description box. Like I tell you guys in every video, I don't know about you, my nuts hanging to the floor, baby. Captain Blackmon, signing out.